Chris Evans
Chris Evans.
can be. Yeah, we put him on sometimes in the morning, get the kids all. He's just too positive. It's too much.
He's very tall in real life. I met him. Very tall.
He's very tall and happy.
Yeah, tall and happy, like a sunflower.
And always working on it. Yeah, he's too close to the sun, that guy. That's why his hair's all red. He's trying to... It makes you feel bad how positive he is. It's like, fuck.
Well, I'd be positive if
like
I had 80 million in the bank.
Self-actualization. Yeah, fuck, I'd be happy as fuck, too. Can't have that in my life. It's too toxic. It's toxic happiness.
But real happiness is toxic.
Hey, it wouldn't be our podcast if I didn't spend some time looking at my mouth.
I think this is the thing of having a beard. It accentuates the yellow of the teeth.
Have you noticed I've shaved mine right down?
Yeah.
My kids came home.
Well.
My son went, "What the fuck have you done?" And my daughter went, "Ugh," because it was way out here. So I think they think I've got a humongous, strong chin, and then I shaved it down. They're like, "Oh, look at you! You got an overbite."
Like your big old Easter Island head.
Yeah. Fucker now.
Wonder what they sound like. That's it.
Fucker. So, are we doing?
That's
We're gonna do what's she called? Charmady doing Alfie Sullivan does Sherlock. You know, you stand in the middle of a fucking field. No, yeah, we've done that already, haven't we?
We did that one. I tell you what, you mentioned.
You know what we haven't done?
You go on. We
haven't done Count Orlok, so we haven't done Bill Skarsgård as Count Orlok doing Norm Macdonald material.
Oh, I'm glad you said the new one because the original one was a silent movie.
yeah.
That would have been fun. Yeah.
That's just for those who are listening. I'm being Count Orlok from 1922.
He was just a lot of fingers. He was a very good finger actor, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was known as Germany's finest finger actor, and
he was.
They feel like pretty anti-Semitic, though, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Or is it anti-Semitic making that observation? Actually,
oh God.
He went on to saying that.
Yeah. Oh God.
It's like saying that you're going, well, that's what Jews look like. Whoa, no, that's not what I was saying. I wasn't saying that at all. I was saying. I've hoodwinked myself.
And then, of course, Max Schreck, the actor, from then, he went on to make the TV show Finger Bobs. He was that good.
Yeah. And
Finger Bobs with the mice and the animals.
Yeah. And he also ended up being quite high up in the SS.
Did he?
Obersturmkomfortersführer. Yeah, he was quite... a lot of atrocities on the Eastern Front. Oh. I made that up. I don't think Max Schreck was like that. I don't think we'd be all watching that movie to this day if he had. No. I feel like that would have got out.
That's how this starts, you see. You said that, and I went, oh, that sounds plausible.
Yeah, then I clip it up as a promo.
Yeah, and out it goes.
That's how the internet works. That's how you destroy people's character. Because people don't research anything.
Huh? Imagine getting your history from TikTok.
Yeah. See, so someone just says, and now they've taken all the fact checking off of everything. We get away with stuff.
That's all right. People can fact check if they want. I mean, if it's probably good if it starts people down the path of not believing things they just hear until they've researched it and figured it out.
Yeah.
You know, like, oh, did you hear Joe blog? Yeah, apparently he's a Nazi. Oh, okay. Well, I'm not going to go see that guy's comedy again. Apparently he's a Nazi. Oh. Maybe I should research it before I write out.
Yeah, maybe I should have a look at that.
Maybe Leo Kurz is not a fucking fascist, actually.
Leo Kurz just likes to wind people up.
Oh, yeah, he's great troll. Well, I was just gigging with him the other night. He's great. He's a great guy.
Great. He's a great comic.
A lovely guy.
I get on really well with him.
It's funny that they made him out to be a transphobe, and he's the only guy I know who's dated a trans woman.
Yeah, and not only
the only one I know.
Not only a trans woman, but a trans activist who we've had on Insane in the Membrane.
Yeah, and they're mates still.
Yeah, and they're still mates. And she helped him write the show that contained all the material about being with a trans person. She helped him write it.
Yeah. And then you go on the internet and there's all these people going, oh, that fucking, as if he's the devil. And you're just thinking, no, he's the opposite.
Yeah.
You're the devil. If you think he's the devil, you are the devil.
Yeah. Ridiculous.
Speaking of the devil, have you seen Nosferatu?
Yeah. I haven't seen the latest one, but I'm really interested to hear. Oh, this is going to be good then.
Yeah, no, I'm obsessed with it though. We couldn't find a movie time for me and my daughter and my wife to go at the same time because all three of us want to see it. So it's been weeks trying to find time. So I haven't seen it, but I've gone on the internet and I've downloaded as many bits of his voice that I can. So I know he says stuff like, I have been enduring the most irregular dreams. I fear I have taken ill. Oh no, that's Thomas Hutter. I did the wrong guy. The other guy goes, I've been enduring the most irregular dreams. I fear I've taken ill.
Is this
he's a black omen to journey in poor health. You will remain unwell. Rest yourself. I must object, my lord. You will obey this, my counsel. That's not bad, actually.
That's not bad. I haven't even seen it, but I imagine that's really good. So Jonathan Harker. Jonathan Harker is the other person you're doing. Because he's the guy that goes to Dracula's castle, isn't he? To do he goes to
he's in this one it's called house. Thomas Hutter.
Oh, Hutter. Okay.
Yeah, because Nosferatu they changed all the names to try and avoid what do you call
lawsuit.
Yeah, it didn't work though.
No, she still got loads of money, didn't she?
It's the same story. Who's she?
Was it she? Yeah, it's her.
Nah, you're thinking of Frankenstein lady. Not her.
Mary Shelley.
Oh, that's Mary Shelley, isn't it?
This is Bram Stoker.
Oh,
unless he was trans
Stoker.
Trans Stoker.
No, it was Bram Stoker's daughter.
Who went for the money.
Yeah. Money.
Hey, what's your favorite Norm Macdonald routine?
Well, funnily enough, now you're doing that. What would fit perfectly is the Norm Macdonald material when he talks about killing a woman. And he goes, I'm not saying I'd never kill a woman. Well, I say that now. I mean, I don't really know. I'm not saying there's a river. There's not a river long enough doesn't contain a bend.
Hey, that is good. He's got so many things that are so good. The one I remember is when I was young, in like the late 80s, when he did that one about, hey, my people always say when they hear voices, and they say, someone commits a murder, and they always say that the devil made me do it. And then so you're down by the railroad tracks, and you're digging a shallow grave, and you bury the body in the grave, and because the devil made me do it. And then the devil goes, hey, Bob, it's me. It's Bob. I'm not the devil. I was just kidding around. Jeez, Bob, you really had me going. But I murdered an entire family, and I buried him here in this shallow grave by the railroad tracks. Now, how would you count Orlok do that?
So that's what he talks about when he talks about shallow graves in the other bit. He said, I always feel that they always get a little bit, when it comes to the grave, they get a bit hasty. It's like 2 twigs and a leaf.
Yeah.
He goes, I guess surely that's the most important
bit. When it comes to the grave, they always get a bit hasty. This is tough.
Have you seen the Klaus?
That's tough on the show.
Have you seen the Klaus Kinski one? So this is very similar. I imagine that's what they got.
I've seen clips of it. But the Klaus Kinski one, sorry if anyone's watching this on YouTube, my Twitch is going fucking nuts.
You're right.
I'm not winking at you.
Tired? Are you? No, what's up? Stressed?
Dehydrated.
Yeah.
Dehydrated. Well, I've got a twitch, innit? It's mental.
What I mean is because I get it sometimes, but it's normally when I'm really tired.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not that tired. No, I get it just all the time.
No, really?
I think when I'm thinking too quick.
Oh, yeah.
I've got some lines. You know, do you ever see Norm's TV show, the Norm Macdonald? What was it called? It's like an internet show, Norm Macdonald Live.
Yeah. He did with his the guy from the Comedy Store.
And remember, they were such a good partner. He always used to call him a Holocaust denier.
Yeah.
Adam Eget, and he's Jewish, and he's going, you did. Every guest that comes on, and goes, did you know Adam denies the Holocaust? No, I don't. I've never done that. He doesn't think it happened. He thinks millions too much of a number. I didn't say that. I didn't do that. It's so funny. And then he writes every episode. He writes like 50 jokes, and he gets them to read them out.
That's it.
I got some of them here. So let's go. Hey, we all know that the Swiss are officially neutral. Unofficially, however, they're filthy sons of bitches. We all know that the Swiss are officially neutral. Unofficially, however, they're filthy sons of bitches. It's tougher to make it funny at like that.
Yeah, it's not a funny accent. Whereas Norm's is the way Norm would say it, like Norm, you know, when he talks about, and you know, in Germany they went to war and they chose as their enemy the world.
The world. Yeah, that was a good. That was his last one on the David Letterman show.
Yeah. He goes, and you think it'd be easy? No, it's pretty close.
Yeah. You think the world would have taken care of that pretty easily, but actually, no, it was pretty close. Oh, here's one. Let me try one as Bill Skarsgård doing Count Orlok. Remember the old days when tweeting meant stabbing a hooker. Hey, remember the old days when tweeting meant stabbing a hooker. Oh, he's so fucking funny. It's such a shame he's dead.
Yeah, I know. I've got a microphone from the Comedy Store that he signed that someone got for me.
Oh, that's nice? Beautiful. I was genuinely, I grieved.
Yeah, I was sad.
It was around the time my mom died, and I think this sounds terrible, but I kind of, my sadness, I kind of shifted over to Norm dying. And then Sean Locke in the same year, and I thought, what? The two best comedians in the history of comedy in one fucking year? The world is over.
Yeah. It was such a shame. Although the 2 times I met Sean Locke, he was a dick to me.
Really? I was very lucky to become quite good friends with him for a little while.
That's
when
nice.
We were down in Australia, and he was like a hero to me. So I was always nervous around him, and he always used to go, "Look at you, you're always nervous around me." And but I was like a little puppy dog.
I thought he was amazing, and I didn't, because we gigged together. We were doing this charity night for this woman who she needed cancer treatment, so we were raising money for her. And Sean was going to be the headliner, but then he had to get his train, so then he ended up saying, "Oh, I need to go on in the middle," but didn't sit with us either. Didn't sit in the green room with us. Had his own green room out of the way. And so,
was this recently since he'd been a star? Because I knew him before he became famous.
So he wouldn't sit with us.
I was friends with him from about like 2010 or 2011, 12, 13, just 14, around that period. And then he got super famous, and I never really saw him. I saw him walking the canals a couple times.
Yeah, I still loved him though. He was one of the best.
He's a great guy. In 2005,
I heard that.
In 2005 at Melbourne Festival, a similar kind of thing was happening to me where it was a bear pit. I forget the name of the room, but they would do a late night show.
Oh, at the Exford, downstairs in the hostel, in the pub.
A huge room. No.
Yeah.
Is it huge?
It's big and it's horrible because I died on my ass in there last time.
Well, I went in there and I'd done a few nights and it'd gone pretty good. Sean had come to my show a couple of times, so I was over the moon. I did a couple of special late night shows where he saw me, and so he thought I was good. So I was feeling like really full of myself. But then on the gala night, the closing night, it's a bear pit. They're heckling every act. Every act's fucking torch. And this Australian act who are like acrobats and do a set that you can't heckle because it's like a whackabout, fucking all kind of weird shit. And they said, it's like unfailable and huge in Australia. Can't remember the name of it. And they come up and they go, Tony's got to go on last because we've got to get our kit set up. And then we have to take our kit down. There was some reason. And Sean just went, what? You can't fucking do that to Tony. What? You can't fucking do that. That's like moving Phil Collins for fucking... I can't remember the reference he used, but basically he said, you're trying to put on... what did he call me? He said, so I'm putting Bananarama on at the end after fucking Phil Collins or something like that. You can't do that. And he kicked up a real fuss and they said, no, we have to. They went, oh, fucking hell. And he went, and this really helped me. He went, fucking good luck, Tone. You're going to die on your fucking ass. Like, this is going to be terrible. And him saying that to me, just such a weight off. I thought, that's great. And he said it in front of the promoters. He said, he's going to die on his own. Well, he's fucking, and he said I was brilliant. And it doesn't matter how it goes. And it was just the nicest thing. So
yeah, that's cool.
It filled me full of confidence. And I found a pair of blue overalls and a baseball cap. And I put those on and I went out. And that's when my comedy changed forever. Because I started doing, instead of doing like gentle, oh, and then this happened. And oh, and a monkey came. And like all that kind of, I changed it into, you know, when you're fucking putting a guy through a wood chipper. And I started doing like, I started doing really loud, shouty whimsy, like hardcore whimsy, and nice. I absolutely ripped it, stormed it, and I put it down to Sean Locke.
Have you just coined a new genre of comedy?
Yeah, it's called hardcore
whimsy.
Yeah,
that's the name of your next show.
Yeah, but it's just like a guy shouting whimsical nonsense, but really aggressively.
Yeah. It's funny actually. You mentioned a wood chipper. I saw something. It was late night, like Adult Swim thing. And this guy was talking, but he kept saying stuff like just out of nowhere. He just goes, buddy and a wood chipper. And it was really funny. And I still say it. I just say it out of nowhere. Just buddy and a wood chipper.
Let's try a Norm Macdonald TV show joke in that style. Well, see, this Lindsay Lohan, she can't swim a stroke, but she sure knows every dive in town. Yeah. Call me an old softy, but I prefer if you call me a distinguished gentleman with a flagging erection. Okay, all right.
This works.
And these are just the jokes he wrote in just like fucking in a week for his show. Like fucking, there's good. They could go on anybody's stand-up set. President Obama continues to shamelessly wage a class warfare. Today, he announced a steep new tax on shiny top hats. That's fucking great.
That one. That's a good one. I like Norm's. Norm did a bit about. He said you have to be careful the way you die. He said all these people that are into like autoerotic asphyxiation and all that sort of thing. He said you have to be careful with that. He goes, because if you die, the first thing that happens to you after you die is you are found.
You are found. John Hamm has a big dick. I could have told you that, but I don't suck and tell. Remember when he was always going on about
OJ
closet? I think I'm a closeted homosexual, which means I can't remember. It was a running gag, but
I like the one they was talking about. He was talking about gay pride, and he goes, I don't know if pride is the right word. He goes, you can be, supportive and understanding and you can whatever. He said, but I don't know if pride is the word. It's like, they have parades. I'm going to go down there. What am I going to do? Go down there with my kid on my shoulders and go, there's a lot of guys that like sucking and fucking.
Yeah. I think shame is the word you're looking for.
It was funny.
Growing up, I never would have believed that one day I'd need a computer just to masturbate. I think we're onto something. You know what I love about podcasting is it's not illegal or you're allowed to just read other people's jokes. You just have to change the way you do it.
Yeah, but we are. This has been an homage to Norm.
This is an homage to Norm Macdonald via Bill Skarsgård as Count Orlok.
What would Tom Hardy doing Solomon? Frankie, what's his name?
Alfie Solomon.
Alfie Solomon's doing Norm Macdonald's material.
Let me find one here. They say the world's a smaller place. They say, you've got to do the voice for me to copy
you've got to do. Satire up, it? Satire up. What sort of line am I supposed to have crushed? And he's got bread in his mouth.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you've got the brown bread. And
you've got the white bread.
I read a story about a 17-year-old kid who stole a plane. Yeah, he stole a plane. He crashed it and survived. What we don't make the whole plane out of that. Why don't we make the whole plane out of that kid? That's what I would do. I read a story about a 17-year-old kid who stole a plane, crashed it, and survived. Why don't we make a whole plane out of that kid?
That works.
I read a story about a 17-year-old child who stole a plane, crashed it and survived. Why don't we make the whole plane out of that kid? So he needs the shorter ones, that guy.
Yeah. He's got to be more punchy because he's more drawn out when he speaks. So he needs a short part. Yeah.
I don't know if this counts as an NCAA Cinderella story, but one of the Marquette players said he had helped making his uniform from a bunch of singing mice and birds. I don't know if this counts as an NCAA Cinderella story, but one of the Marquette players said he had help making his uniform from a bunch of singing mice and birds. Actually, it doesn't work repeating the jokes.
No,
that's what I've learned.
You got to do one at a time with one different joke for each voice.
Yeah. We need enough.
Diminishing returns.
Oh, I got one. What about Daniel Day-Lewis as Daniel Plainview?
Oh, what? There Will Be Blood. Yeah.
Does Norm Macdonald.
Yeah.
I used to think revenge was a dish best. I used to think revenge... Oh, I'm an oil man. This is my son. And I drill down and I drink your milkshake. I drink up all your milkshake. Okay. I used to think revenge was... I can't do it. I'm an oil man. I am Daniel Plainview. I used to think revenge was a dish best served cold. But then I realized it meant getting back at somebody. That one took me a second. Oh, how about what's the guy who played Anton Chigurh? Call it.
Javier
Bardem as Anton Chigurh.
That is your lucky coin.
I am not a big fan of video. He wouldn't say any of these things.
No, because he just don't put that in your pocket. That's your lucky
coin. I am not a big fan of video games where you cannot kill a prostitute. I'm not a big fan of video games where you cannot kill a prostitute. That's how he'd do it.
The one about him. You go to what they say when someone's was it? I don't know it exactly. But it's like they say when somebody has cancer, they are waging a battle. They are They are fighting.
Yeah. They was it
they lost the battle because what a loser that guy was.
Yeah, he lost his battle with cancer. Yeah.
What a loser that guy was.
Yeah, let me find that one because we're gonna do that properly.
Yeah.
He lost his battle. Me typing is good podcasting.
And that one, the one where he talks about people talk about diseases. He goes, I have the disease of alcoholism. Alcoholism. Oh, yeah. I think that's out of all the diseases, that's the best one.
Yeah. The disease is you get to drink.
What was it? I can't remember his name. He said, "Hey, you got that disease? Yeah, I got that. I got bowel cancer, and I got that disease. Alcoholism. They're pretty bad. Them diseases. Cool. My disease of bowel cancer is I get these horrible clawing pains."
Yeah, I really like to get high. I really want to drink.
Yeah, no, I get high, and also I wish with those clawing pains, I get those deadening. They're so deadening pains. Those disease, huh?
He lost his battle with cancer. Oh yeah, here someone's got it here. In the old days, a man could just get sick and die. Now they have to wage a battle.
Yeah.
Waging a courageous battle. Yeah. Hey, in the old days, they go, hey, that old man died. Now they go, hey, he lost his battle. That's no way to end your life. What a loser that guy was. Yeah. The last thing he did was lose. When the fucking sickle of death is over my goddamn neck, I'm going to be so cowardly, I'm not going to be brave. I don't care how old I am. I could be 94 and I'll still be like, oh, please take my grandson.
He's young and fresh.
Yeah. I love Lou Gehrig, but I'm not going to stand up in front of 1 million people and brag I'm the luckiest man in the world. Because some doctors named the disease after me. Confidence is one thing, but arrogance is the worst disease of them all. Oh, that was great when he did that. What was that actor who said about what's he called? What was the guy who did all the raping? There's so many of them. Bill Cosby.
Oh man, you bring that up just quick. Someone said to me yesterday, I was away, and they went, "Oh, that guy, that Bing Crosby guy that did all that raping."
Bing Crosby. Bing Crosby. I'm dreaming of a cautious woman. Bing Crosby. Worst he ever did is have too many scotch once. Yeah, and so it was in one of those when he was riding around in the car going for coffee with what's his name? Seinfeld, Jerry Seinfeld, and he's Patton Oswalt. And he said, "Yeah, talking to Patton Oswalt. He was talking about all the rape, talking about
hypocrisy.
Yeah, it's the hypocrisy that I hate. I'm not sure it's the hypocrisy. I think it's the raping." Bill Cosby.
All rapists, hypocrites.
The thing about Bill Cosby it's the hypocrisy I don't like. The hypocrisy. I don't think that's the worst part at all.
Surely it's the raping.
Yeah, surely.
All that hypocrisy.
Yeah.
Aren't all rapists hypocrites?
Yeah, women must feel really unsafe with all the hypocrisy.
This has been a good one.
One day, in the hopefully not too distant future, North Korean dictator Kim Jong-un is going to hear a loud popping sound. The sound of his head coming out of his own ass. Pop. Did I tell you, Kim Jong-un, the headline, Kim Jong-un bans hot dogs?
No.
There was a headline, USA Today or something. Because, like hot dogs are super popular in South Korea, and that's kind of filtered across the border, and North Koreans are starting to eat hot dogs. And he doesn't want anything from the South or American culture, South Korean culture creeping into the North, so he banned hot dogs. But if you read it, it says Kim Jong-un bans hot dogs. But if you read it differently, it says Kim Jong unbans hot dogs. I stole that off of a podcast. That was the Boys Cast. You ever listen to the Boys Cast?
No.
2 Canadian comics in New York.
No.
2 lads called the Boys Cast. Fucking brilliant.
Yeah, I haven't listened to any podcast for a long time.
No.
I mean, but too busy with the baby.
I'm too busy with my life.
You've got a baby, you've got a flat where you don't have fucking internet, do you?
Oh, mate, they don't. Now they've got to dig the road up. They've got to look for blockages or something.
That's
so
crazy.
Put it off again. I know. I'm
Is this
losing
all costing
my
you
mind.
money or what?
No, it's just costing me time because I just need the fucking internet time.
Did you buy an old stone house that's quite beautiful but run down and needed a lot of work? Is that what you did?
We are renting.
Oh.
But I wish. I mean, the thing is, we have talked about that. If we could, we would. It's not that in the grand scheme of things in the world of houses. It's not that expensive, really. But yeah, it's a big stone house. So even Froome.
So what's rents like out there? You don't have to tell me yours. But like
1,400 quid. But we've got a conservatory. We've got a roof. We've got a room in the attic, and there's bathrooms in every bedroom. And
it's huge.
It's huge.
Of course, you don't want to bring up kids out in the small town, country towns, because they'll get on the crack, don't they?
But Bristol's only up the road.
Don't they get on the drugs, the small town villages? Some of them.
Yeah, but then, at least if you're in a small town, you know who the dealer is, so you know his sources, so you know it's good stuff.
Unless it's the county lines.
We're gonna be moonshine. We're gonna be bootlegging.
Everyone out there is probably it's every second house in your village is people making their own cider.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
How's your West Country accent coming along?
I'm doing all right, but Kate, my wife, picks it up really quickly. She works with a load of people in an office, and she comes home. She goes, "Well, what a day we had today!"
But she's from there, isn't she?
No, she's from Brighton.
Oh, really? She's picking it up. That's great. I
really
would pick it up. I think it's great. I can't do it, but it's a lovely way of talking.
It's one of them, yeah.
You know what? It's like I kind of do a routine about it, so I'm going to do it now, and it won't be as good as it is live. But that's one of those accents I never try because it's like a weird pirate farmer hybrid, isn't it?
Yeah.
You don't know whether you're supposed to be more pirate or more farmer. And the worst part of it is you go to Norwich and they sound the fucking same.
All around the edges, they sound like that.
Yeah.
What's that
Sussex,
about?
Kent. Well,
yeah.
Actually, Kent, there's a bit of a break, isn't there? But Sussex.
Kent's a break, yeah.
There's a break in Kent where they talk like that. I don't know why.
I think everything with an X in the end of it.
That's it.
Accent.
Sussex, Essex.
Brings it back to the pirates again, doesn't it?
You see?
Yeah.
So the
Essex, North.
But
no,
you get out West Country, they're like that. And then you, in Norfolk, you sound like it's like they've time travelled and got there ahead of you, and it took you 4 or 5 hours to drive. That didn't sound right.
West Country, it's a bit slower down in there.
It is a bit slower, me babber.
But you get up to Bristol and they're trotting a bit faster, aren't they?
They are,
right,
yeah. That's because of all the cocaine.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
There's that comedy. I don't know. There's a bit of it on. There's a bit of it around Birmingham countryside too.
There's a little bit, yeah. And if you go down towards Plymouth, around that area, they say things like, "I've been smoothing the cat."
Where's that?
Around Plymouth, around that way. where they stroke the cat. I've been smoothing the cat.
Smoothing the cat. I like it down there. I always love the West Country. Every time I've been down there, the villages are pretty. I like the people. The gigs are great.
Yeah.
I'd love to move down there.
It's beautiful. It's nice.
It's not that far to drive, is it?
It's 2 hours from Kingston. It's 2 hours from Hammersmith.
That's
easy.
Nothing.
It's easy.
Yeah.
What you do?
There.
I drive an hour to Basingstoke, dump the car, 40 minutes on the train into Central, do the gigs, come back.
Oh, lovely.
Robert's your father's brother. Your own.
Once the kids are in college, I think I'll get the wife to move down there because I'm a country boy and I think I'd fit right in down there.
There's loads of us down here. Come to Frome.
I'd brew my own cider and I'd have everyone round for Tony's cider night. And everyone bring it. All you gotta do is bring a flask.
All you gotta do is bring a flask.
One day, I used to think, no, hey, news media, leave Kim Kardashian alone. No, I can't do it. Hey, news media, leave Kim Kardashian alone, will you? She's pregnant. Of course she's going to gain weight. And if anyone knows about rapid weight gain, it's me. I went to see the doctor about it, and he told me to open my mouth and say oink. I think enough time has passed since 1947 where I can safely admit it. I wish I was the guy that finally wiped the annoying smirk off the Black Dahlia's face. I don't get that one.
No.
I don't know what the Black Dahlia is. He was smart. He was a big reader, wasn't he?
He was a big reader. And he used to say things like, I think that Willie Nelson's through 70.
Music.
They say all this old language.
Music is the universal language. Music is the universal language, but one day it'll soon be replaced by Chinese.
Is that what it sounds like? Have you? Because Klaus Kinski's Klaus Kinski was mad, and it's the same in everything. Just nuts.
I was watching interviews with Bill Skarsgård, and he trained with an opera singer to lower his voice an octave. He's got a lot of lines in it, and they were saying that all they wanted him to sound like was like an ancient Balkan nobleman, which is exactly what he's supposed to be, which Dracula and Count Orlok are, a Transylvanian nobleman. So they just did that accent. That's all it is. And yeah, so that's what he sounds like, apparently.
I like that. I think that's a good band name. Transylvanian Nobleman.
Well, that is good.
Yeah.
Imagine the outfits.
Oh, we look great.
I feel the same way about slaves as I do about shirts with flame patterns on them. I don't want to be friends with anyone who owns either of them. Mickey Mantle knew two things: drinking and playing drunk baseball. That's good if you knew Mickey Mantle.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway,
Mickey Mantle, yeah.
So it's working out down there in your stone house.
Yeah,
you've got a stone house down there.
See, that's it. So we've got. It's lucky that Paul lives here because we can do stuff here. We haven't got. We're trying to do stuff on our phones because the walls are so thick. It's ridiculous. So you don't realise how much you need the internet until you don't have the internet.
Hey, do you want to know where my next tour show is?
Yeah.
Yeah, so my next tour show is Monday, the 2nd of February. Yeah, I'm saying it like Norm Macdonald. Monday, the 3rd of February, Monday the 3rd of February, in Sheffield. So come along to that. Yeah.
There you go. So if you're in Sheffield.
I'm in fucking Sheffield, right?
Fucking Sheffield.
Fucking Monday,
Sheffield.
Monday, 3rd February. Fucking brilliant.
Fucking right.
I just do a generic northern.
It's gonna be right good.
Who was the latest Insane in the Membrane you had on?
We've been putting out all the music ones that we had. So
Glenn Matlock was
Glenn Matlock, Sex Pistols. Yeah.
You interviewed him?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. What's he like?
Lovely. He said, "Oh, I bumped into my mate Ronnie Wood the other day. He was, yeah." I was like, "Wow, that's amazing." He goes, "Yeah, well, everyone's got to be somewhere, haven't they?"
Oh, wow. That's great. You're going to get Ronnie Wood on then?
I'd love to get Ronnie Wood on. I'll have to get him now because he's
getting on a bit.
Yeah.
He's actually get Roger Daltrey on.
Oh, my God. He'd go all Brexit, though, wouldn't he?
Oh, yeah. Good for him.
Yeah.
I told you I've
Roger fucking Daltrey.
When those Belgians dog attacked my dog in the park, I thought, fuck it, we're out. Fucking arrogant Belgian pricks. No one nothing to do with them.
Yeah. That's all it took. That's all it took.
Yeah, that's all it took. Some Belgians.
Mate. I've enjoyed this one. This has been good.
It's been a good one, man. We'll do another one next week.
Yeah. All right, Tom.
I'll work on a new voice.
Yeah.
This one is too difficult to do fast.
That's why this has been a long podcast.
Yeah.
It's been a long one.
Yeah, it's been good.
Oh, good to see you, boys.
And you, mate. And you. Where are you at the weekend?
Oh, London. Bill Murray and downstairs at King's Head on Saturday.
Ooh, yeah, nice.
And where am I? Where are you at?
Hull.
Hull.
I'm in Hull. I'm in York first on Friday, and then I'm off to Hull to do Comedy Lounge. I don't know what accent that is.
I love Comedy Lounge with Big Lou.
That's it, Comedy Lounge with Big Lou.
Say hi to Big Lou for me. I messed up and missed a gig for him about 3 weeks ago. Tell him I'm so sorry.
He'll be all right, mate. He'll be all right. Well, they've done is they probably switched your picture up in the green room to a really small one like mine. Mine's like the one I've got for some reason is like a passport photo.
Oh, I'm doing Royal Wootton Bassett tonight. And tomorrow I'm doing Romsey Chuckle.
Right, you're near here then, Royal Wootton Bassett. You're not far from us.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Oh,
Swindon
lovely.
way,
What's that, an hour, 40 minutes?
at the most. Yeah.
Swindon.
Oh, lovely.
There you go, mate. That's nice.
Looking forward to that.
You have a nice time. You
guys too. Good to see you.
And you. We'll see you next week.
All right. Cheers, fellas.
Bye, Tone.
Bye.
Silence in the court.